every now and then there's a place that's so special that we want to shout it out at the top of Stone Mountain. Whether you tried South African food or you have no idea what you're getting into, when you come here, you're gonna feel right at home. And one of Atlanta's top restaurateurs, Justin Anthony, is gonna take such good care of you. So right now, let's take a dive in to Cape Dutch.
Cape Dutch is a very unique restaurant concept, probably one of the only of its kind in the United States. We bring in the braai, which is a wood grill concept, into the dining room. So it's basically like having a cookout in a formal dining room setting in a restaurant.
So when you walk in the restaurant, you obviously get the smell of home, the smell of the braai. Tell me about that.
Oh, absolutely. It's a nice open grill in the back there that just kind of fills the whole restaurant, and it's a real authentic style or smell of South Africa. So in essence, I feel like coming home.
Cape Dutch is known for the braai. It's a South African terminology of a cookout on the grill. It's really the uniqueness of using that oak wood that really creates a magic moment. And I think that's what we are trying to create here at Cape Dutch, a magic moment.
Nothing really compares to Cape Dutch. The people are beautiful, the drinks are amazing, and the customer service is like no other.
This is a very warm restaurant. You feel like you're eating in your home.
This restaurant was born out of a day literally at South African wine country, eating beautiful vegetables, steaks, fish, and drinking beautiful wine amongst friends. And so, we brought in Chef Philippe Haddad, French-trained, Belgian native. So it was the perfect fit for Cape Dutch.
We have the same personality, so it's really engaging. Between our personalities, what we both like food and wine. It's a perfect marriage.
One of my favorite dishes is the branzino, which is a Mediterranean sea bass. It's coming off the braai, and it transports me back to South Africa within a second.
We also have lobster. That lobster really is so unique. It's a very fantastic dish.
I love all his food. The salmon is delicious, to his South African pomme frite.
I think what makes them different is that they're fried in duck fat, and they also have herbs on top of them.
We serve that with a ketchup, and we serve it also with a Madagascar curry, which has a little mayo base.
They are crunchy, which is the only way fries should be.
Here we have a little elk chop. Perfect way to eat that is medium rare. Along with that goes with some beautiful oyster mushrooms, then lily apple stuffed with lingonberries from Sweden. Then we have spaghetti squash. Bon appetit.
I've had the elk, very delicious.
Every great chef has that ability to do something with food that you get surprised and you say, wow.
So Cape Dutch is very unique. You kind of arrive into a lounge bar setting. You can have a cocktail before dinner, glass of wine, aperitif. You have dinner, and then we try and capture you afterwards as well. Come and have a cocktail with us afterwards, or an after dinner drink, before you leave. So it's you kind of get a full experience, very much so.
What makes you come back to Cape Dutch?
Oh, I love the atmosphere. The food is great. The drinks are awesome.
It's a very warm environment. I'm looking over here at the bar, and everybody looks very friendly.
We end up usually coming back out on our way out and having the nightcaps.
One of my favorite cocktails is Flight 201. Flight 201 is the flight Delta Airlines, Atlanta to Johannesburg, which is my hometown. And it's just a phenomenal cocktail, a little smoked, barrel aged for 6 weeks.
I love how they blended the amazing drinks. Nothing like it.
So as a restaurateur, I'm very passionate about wine. And we have the best selection of South African wine, I'd probably say, in the United States. Chef Philippe and I pair, you bring in the European influence with the South African influence. We pair our wines with our global cuisine. So the wine list, even though it is South African centric, if you will, there's a lot of global influences going on in the wine list as well. Philippe came up with this dessert, which is chocolate soup. And it's this phenomenal, exquisite Belgian chocolate that he makes into a soup. And you have this bread and almond brittle, and you dip the bread and you can drink it. I mean, it's literally a drinkable dessert. It's one of my favorite desserts, and that's the one that stands out to me.
It's just really eclectic. You always run into different groups of people here.
And they're very welcoming, and that's what I like.
I'm very fortunate that my better half, my wife, Kelly, happens to be one of the top interior designers in the country. So she tried to create, and I think she did a great job on creating a phenomenal atmosphere that when you walk in, it transports you to Stellenbosch, which is South African wine country where we were, and she did a phenomenal job of just brightening up the restaurant, lightening it up, and literally making it feel like a phenomenal, once again, experience. I keep using this word experience, but that's important to what we do as a company.
I mean, it's
welcoming, it's cozy. You want to come in and have cocktails with friends and really enjoy the environment.
I would say it's vintage classic, but it's just a little bit contemporary as well. The bright walls, the dark furniture, and the chandeliers, I love it.
We want our diners to feel like they've really had a true experiential dining experience. We've transported them to another place and time. They've had a phenomenal meal. They feel satisfied, but most important, they feel excited about telling their friends about Cape Dutch and what we stand for and what we mean, and hopefully they'll come back, and hopefully their friends will come back.
Well, we're all very comfortable. We're all eating globally, but thinking locally and toasting to Cape Dutch.
Yes.
Cheers! Cheers! Love these girls.